What's up, people? It's Dylan Alexander. Thanks for checking me out. Look, I want to talk about how this world is full of scams. And if you're not careful, man, it'll eat you up and spit you out like you're nothing. And I'm saying that out of love to protect you if you're very vulnerable, if you have a big heart and you're pure-hearted, because I was once that kind of person. I was once a guy who would give people the benefit of the doubt and just show love constantly without even thinking twice. But as I've lived life and I've experienced so much thus far, I figured that, I equate life almost to the same thing as like war. It's like every day is war, every day is battle. What's the challenge of today gonna be? Who's gonna try me today? Right? From businesses that you wanna shop at, or if you do business, you wanna deal with customers, to, your job, your management, your coworkers, friends, family, hell, even your girlfriend, your wife. It's just full of scammers out here, man. People with hidden agendas trying to get some kind of advantage over you, looking to find a weak spot to get that extra edge on you, man. And what I realized is that you have to be skeptical out here. When I was younger, man, I used to see older guys who would always, especially like older men I would notice they have a skeptical nature about them where they just don't seem to believe anything. They're very pessimistic is what I used to look at them as. Like, man, why is that old man all grumpy? Right? You always know that old grumpy old man who just doesn't believe any BS out here and just constantly like my stepdad, for example, we would watch movies and when something crazy and unrealistic would happen on a movie, he couldn't help it. He just called it out, man. He'd be like, yeah, right, man, yeah, right. Right? I'm like, Dad, man, it's a movie. Like, let it, I know it's not realistic, but let's just watch the movie. But he just always calls shit out when it's BS. And now that I'm at that age that he was, it's like, I totally understand. It's like, even though that's not really a serious example, but to an extent, that's kind of how men are, as we get older. You have to be skeptical of pretty much everything if you want to survive out here, at least. And the thing with that is that even though you should be skeptical, you should still be able to hear people out, still have that neutral mind to not judge things so quickly and come to conclusions. And it can be tough, man, but you have to have both sides. You got to be skeptical, but you got to be able to have some optimism. And that's the real key to being able to operate in this world effectively. Because like I said, man, everywhere you turn, it's just people trying to get some kind of edge over you. People are constantly judging you and they're judging others, and you just don't know people's agenda. So it's important, man, to always keep that sharp mind about you, man. Stay with an eye open and just not so quick to be vulnerable and gullible, right? Because, yeah, man, this world will take advantage of you. I see it all the time, man. Youngsters with all this hope. But, yeah, this world doesn't really care about people. And it's a sad thing, man. Um, I think the world, the way it's designed, has a lot to do with it. I don't think people naturally are like this. People are naturally loving. People are naturally good people, man. I think most people are good people. But this world kind of brings the nasty side of people out. And because of that, you got to play defense. It's the same concept with having a firearm, man. Most people who have firearms and, weapons, they don't like them. It's not like you want to have it. You're not like obsessed with having firearms, but it's like, no, I need it because there's other crazy people out here with these firearms and you never know when they're gonna pull them out and use them and think that you don't have one. So it's best to be, ready than to not be ready, right? So it's that same concept. It's like, I don't want to be not trusting of people, but I have to keep that part of my mind open to the possibility that somebody's trying to get over on me. And it makes life more easy to operate in. Okay? You want to make sure you have no blind spots. You don't want to be able to be caught off guard. And that's where a lot of women, they slip. And that's why women need men. Women need a good man, because a good man is going to have that ability to see through stuff and see things before they happen. Using that eagle vision to see things 10 steps before they get there. And to have that discernment to say, nah, we're not doing this. No, you're not going out the house dressed like that. No. Man, there's women that I've dated, man. And it's like, I see women. The other day I was hollering at a chick. And I'm telling you, man, she had like the perfect shape. I mean, her backside was perfection. Just, it made me stop. I was about to leave the grocery store and I seen it. And I just had to like pull up on her real quick. She had like leggings on. I seen everything, right? Tight leggings. I could tell that she was wearing a thong, right? And look, I'm not trying to be no pervert. I could see it. I'm a man. What can I do? I have X-ray vision when it comes to these things. And so I'm looking, I'm like, wow, I have to investigate. So I pull up on her and, just do my little spiel. I'm like, hey, excuse me. And before I could even say anything, she's like, no, I'm no thanks, I'm not interested. I think she thought I was trying to sell something. I'm like, no, I was just gonna say, can I give you my phone number? She's like, no, I'm married. I'm married. All right. And it was just like, she was so rude about it. And it's like, I get it. She probably gets hit on a lot. But in that moment, right, immediately I knew if she is married, her husband is a sucker. That man ain't running nothing. He has no control over that woman. That woman, she's a loose woman. I don't care even if she is married, sure. But she wasn't into me. That's fine. But I guarantee you, if the right man comes across her face, she's open and she's ready. Oh, best believe it. And you know why I know? By what she was wearing. I'm telling you, these leggings, they were like beige colored. It just like matched her skin. It almost looked like she was naked. I could see every shape, nook and cranny. And I'm just thinking, like, women act like, oh, like women will tell me when they wear like tight clothes, they'll be like, oh, I'm covered up. They'll be so quick to say that. I'm covered up. But it's like, you got to dig deeper. You got to get to the root of what it is. Like, yeah, baby, you're covered up, but you're covered up in something that is like literally hugging your skin so tight that it looks like it's painted on you. You understand what I'm saying? Fellas, you get what I'm saying. We see that as men. We recognize, yeah, you're covered up. Technically, you're like, you have clothing on you, but it's so tight that I can see every shape, and it's causing me to, like, it's drawing attention to me, and I know it's drawing attention to every other man that's interested in what I'm seeing. So I'm saying all of that to say that, men, we have like a superpower. We are able to see things. We're able to see the BS, and the world would try to act like, nah, this ain't what that is. No, this is exactly what that is. This is, you're not covered up. Like you're just, you look like it's painted on, baby. You look damn near naked, but with just like with some coloring on your legs and your ass. So all I'm saying is this world is full of scams, man. It is full of scams. People are kind of always trying to they're trying to get away with things that shouldn't be gotten away with. And I'm not saying that I control that lady. Like, who cares? Like, that's I don't care about her. You know what I'm saying? That's her husband's problem. He's got to deal with that. I'm willing to bet $1,000 they won't be together the next 3 to 5 years, for sure. And if they are, he's going through hell. He has no control. But anyways, that's enough of that. Stay skeptical, man, but be able to hear people out. Because, you know, you don't want to be all shut off from the world, the old grumpy old man. But you still want to be able to have that discernment, that gift from God, that you can distinguish things. You can tell, man. You trust your instincts. You know your difference between right and wrong. You get me? Don't doubt yourself when it comes to that, because this world will try to, oh man, that's a whole nother topic. This world will do its best to try to convince you that you don't know what you're talking about. It'll try to convince you that your sense of right and wrong is off. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. We're in 2025 and beyond. Things are different now. No, man, right and wrong is always right and wrong, man, period. It's timeless, all right? So don't let the world sway you off of that, man. Trust your instincts. And, you know, if you have to, compare notes to other good men to make sure you ain't tripping. Most likely, though, you're not tripping, man. Trust yourself. You shouldn't even have to really compare notes. Go off of your instincts, man. We're good people out here. So that's it, man. I hope this helps, man. Hope this gets you to really just be more sharp out here and don't fall for the traps. There's a lot of booby traps out here, man, and I'm not falling for them. Well, at least I'm not trying to as much as possible. It's a war out here. Everywhere you go, it's like landmines and grenades and C4s and stuff. So anyways, man, enough of that. I appreciate y'all watching, man. If you liked it, leave a like, comment down below. Let me know what you think. And I got more stuff on the way, so subscribe if you haven't already, man. And I'm gonna holler at y'all on the next one. Peace.